So in today's session, let us analyze the previous year question paper, of science for CBSE, how it was and what were the questions from biology. Let us see. So this is from set 1, the questions what I am discussing. How the questions will be, you'll come to understand. Okay. The MCQs, as I have told you already, section A consists of MCQs for 1 mark. So the biology related MCQs I have picked up and we will discuss about those. So the essential element taken up from the soil by the plants to synthesize proteins. So in proteins, amino acids are the basic building blocks. So there should be a nitrogen component in that. So here, phosphorus, nitrogen, iron, magnesium, the correct answer is nitrogen. And in the options also you write B. Okay, don't write 2 or something else there, or you write the answer directly on the answer sheet, but don't mention the wrong option as 2 number or something else in your own way. Write whatever that is given. The option should be matching with that is given on the question paper. Okay, so write B only. Then select the true statement about lymph from the following. So lymph vessels carry lymph through the body and finally open into arteries. Read every option very carefully. Lymph contains some amount of plasma, proteins and blood cells. Lymph contains some amount of plasma, proteins and red blood cells. So do observe the difference. Here it is just blood cells. Here it is red blood cells. Though the other thing is all same, here it is changed. So you have to read every option carefully before ticking your answer. Lymph vessels carry lymph through the body and finally open into large veins. So what is your option? Just think about. Yes. So lymph is the fluid, which will be passed throughout the body and it will be opening into the heart through the subclavian vein, if you remember. So what is our option here? So D is correct. So among the options also, if you are wise enough, you can select the options very easily. See, 2 options are there which are having A in that. So you can just check whether A is correct or not. Lymph vessels carry lymph, through the body and finally open into arteries. Finally open into arteries. Is that correct first of all? No, it is not correct. When that is not correct, you can eliminate this option as well as this option, because when A is not correct, obviously the other option also you cannot pick it up. Let us see the other options. The B option and the D option. In these 2 options, D is common. That is, D option is correct. Then we have to just check whether B or C is correct there. So which one way is correct? Let us just check it out. Lymph contains some amount of plasma, protein and blood cells is the B option. And C option is it contains some amount of plasma, protein and red blood cells. So lymph will not contain red blood cells. It will contain only the white blood cells. So here, the true option, what you can write, lymph contains some amount of plasma, proteins and blood cells, can be given as the correct option. So directly, because D is common, D is always correct, and out of B and C, we have checked out that B is correct. So here our correct answer is B, and within the brackets or your option, you can mention it as B. So like this, you can cleverly, rule out the other options and select the correct options also. So let us further move on and check what are the other MCQs. Plants like rose, banana have lost their capacity to produce. What is the option here? Produce seeds. Because these are the plants which are propagated vegetatively, they have lost the capacity to produce the seeds. In bisexual flower, male gametes are present in which of the following parts? Anther, ovary, stigma or filament. So the option we know it is anther. Because ovary will have ova, which is the female part, and stigma is a part of the gynoecium and filament is a part of the androecium. Next, when a pure tall plant is crossed with a pure dwarf pea plant, the percentage of tall pea plants in F1 and F2 generations will be, what will be the option? So different percentages have been given and the answer here is F1 versus F2, 100% is to 75%. And how we are getting that answer is, so capital T, which is the tall plant, it is crossed with the dwarf plant small t. So in F1 we get all the plants as capital T and small t, in which we have one capital T which is dominant. So all the plants will be tall in F1. Followed by this in F2, how we are getting F2? Upon selfing F1 we get, upon selfing F1 we get F2. like this. So out of which you can see, okay, 75% of the plants are tall and 25% will be dwarf. So like that you get the ratio as 100% is to 75%. Usually one question is compulsory, okay, related to monohybrid cross in the MCQs, okay. Then which of the following gets biomagnified at different levels in the food chain, okay. Carbon monoxide, chlorofluorocarbons, DDT or manure. So the option here is DDT, which is an insecticide. DDT is an insecticide. So this is the one which is getting magnified. So coming to the next question, which of the following food chains will have more energy? So remember that lesser the trophic levels, more will be the energy. So compared to all these options, we have one option wherein, okay, the trophic level is just one, plants to man. So this is the one which will have highest energy or more energy, okay. So this is how the first section is finished, and then we move on to the second section.